starting a Sanctum farmer when you're dirt poor is already a small challenge in itself, sure, but come on, let's be honest. I could just progress deep into maps, go farm Expedition or Essences for a while, and there you go. After a couple hours, I've completely skipped the hardest part of the challenge, which would be trying to farm Sanctum when you're dirt fucking poor. So in the spirit of a challenge, I'm going to add a ban on myself. I can't farm any currency in maps, period. Which means I can only make currency from the campaign, the league mechanics in the campaign, and Sanctum itself. And I consider ourselves a hero when we reach 60 million damage. Alright, that's enough yapping.
Act 1. The journey begins.
We need to get to the library. So what weapon of choice will I use to get to, level 28? Well, we're doing a whole mine theme, right? So sure, let's try Stormblast Mine. I haven't leveled with this in like 2 years, but it can't be as bad as I remember it being, right?
Wow, this feels like shit.
Yeah, we're just gonna level with magma balls, aren't we?
You're goddamn right.
Look, it's 2024, man. I'm not manually detonating mines. That's not happening. I'm just gonna use rolling magma and flame wall, okay? Our journey actually will start when we hit library. Okay, library completed. We're finally level 28, and we can finally switch to Pyroclast Mine. But honestly, more importantly, we finally have access to automation, and that's the real savior. And to be honest, I've literally never used Pyroclast Mine before, but I think it does damage.
Damn, this looks kinda sick.
If it starts to fall off, I'll probably just switch to Firestorm, but honestly, I think I'll just make this work. Alright, first big RNG pull. If we get lucky, we get rich. If not, then okay, well, yeah, that's about right. We're gonna take the Power Charge Ascendancy early. The other ones literally are useless until later. Okay, I gotta be real with you. This is going way better than I thought it would.
Ain't no way this guy just jumped down a giant asshole. Bro, what the f—
Anyway, honestly, so far it's been pretty straightforward, but I think it's time to stop with the foreplay and get straight to business. We need currency, we need to start farming, we need to go to
Act 6. We're broke. I hate being broke.
Alright, it's time for money. Look, it's no secret, Hexblast does a ton of damage, but it starts with nothing. In fact, if you just put on the skill and try to play it, it literally doesn't work. We need uniques to make it work. The bigger issue is we need a 5-link to get enough damage to comfortably start our first Sanctum. So we're looking at between 50 to 100 chaos. Coming into this, I have 4 ideas to get money. The first one would just be lab farming for gems.
Not again, damn it.
The second would be Bloody Aqueduct's delirium farming.
I mean, maybe?
Third is generic Act 9 betrayal farming, nothing special.
Do we really feel like playing betrayal board bingo?
And number 4 is heist.
I thought we hated heist.
Look, it's no secret. I hate heist, I hate doors, but heist kinda does the trick. Let me explain. Starting in Act 6, you can go to any zone, but personally, I prefer Tidal Island. It's a big circle, we just run around, enter and exit. We look for the heist chest. Hopefully this shouldn't take me too long, but in the past I have been pretty unlucky.
What the? Usually this takes 20 minutes.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that was way faster than I thought it'd be. That was like 5 minutes. So now we have the coin. Use the coin, go to Rogue Harbor, and what we want is to re-roll contracts. Talk to this guy, paste in this string, and any contract that highlights, we buy. We don't have enough Orbs of Chance and Alchemies to just buy every contract. These 3 that are pasted in are the ones that give you the Chaos Orbs the most. So the trick is simple. We run a contract, we'll level up, come back, the vendor refreshes, we buy more, we rinse and repeat. Here's the catch. Eventually, we won't be able to do this anymore. The contract's eye level matches your level, but only until level 67. So by the time we hit our goal of level 71, the EXP will have dried up, and we can't reroll contracts anymore. If we fail our first Sanctum, then we're just shit out of luck.
Imagine failing a Sanctum. What a bozo.
Yo, okay, my luck stat is looking good today. Unfortunately, Looks like it's only worth 20 chaos. Oh well. Put it up for sale. If it sells, cool. If it doesn't, not that big a deal because we're done. We have 74 chaos. We are level 65, so it's finally time to head to Act 10, and there we get our free quest Sanctum.
It's about time. So tired of leveling.
I mean, she's not wrong. Leveling is leveling. By the way, we're way over leveled for the campaign now. So I think this is a good time to skip the campaign and start talking about
Kitava, Hexblast, and Sanctum.
Since we've put a currency ban on ourselves, I'm not really in a rush to kill Act 10 Kitava, right? The 2 skill points are good, but the resistance penalty is pretty severe, especially on a low budget character. What I'm thinking right now is we'll see Kitava later, level 90 type of later.
Think they mentioned Kitava in PoE too? Probably not.
Okay, time to talk Hexblast. Here is a very, very brief rundown. The skill's a little complicated, but we're just going to summarize it. Hexblast needs a permanent curse to do any real damage and clear. Self-casting curses is just not viable. This is where Dread Arc comes in. This item sucks, straight up, but it's the only item that has cursed enemies on hit that I can afford right now. Another cheap item that we can get for good power is a Dodre Scorn. This scales just like Hexblast with more curses, so it's a perfect setup right now. And the third unique is a Restless Ward. Wow, a Sanctum character using a Restless Ward. It doesn't really do anything right now, but it's good evasion, good HP. Eventually, it will give us a ton of move speed. Speaking of Restless Ward, I need a 5-link. I've played a good amount of Sanctum characters before, but with all the nerfs that happened over the last 6 months, 5-link just makes our first Sanctum a lot safer. So let's check that luck stat today, I guess. Okay, what the hell? The luck stat's looking kinda crazy today.
Alright, I'm done acting stupid. Who did you pay off?
You know I'm dirt broke. I can't pay anyone off.
This dude's being sus. Keep an eye on him.
The fourth unique is Dodre's Tenure. We ignore the cast speed downside because we're playing mines. Mines don't care, so it's just more damage. Alright, well, we got the items we needed, so now it's time to figure out our gems. So for this budget setup, we need to run a second curse. So we're going to fix our tree, get a second curse, and we're going to run Blasphemy Elemental Weakness. Like I said, Hexblast is confusing. It does chaos damage, but you can target any other res. For our budget version, we're going to be targeting fire res because Dread Arc has flammability. Later, we'll be targeting cold. This means Cruel Lab does nothing because it has chaos and cold res, so eventually later those will be good, but right now, completely useless. Merciless Lab though is big. The boost to chaos damage, the wither stacks, definitely 10 out of 10 would take again. Now, Sanctum's all about move speed and damage, so we're going low life already. We're going to run Flesh and Stone as our defensive aura. This is mostly going to help against the Flicker Strike guy. If you know, you know.
He died to the Flicker Strike guy this league. Pretty pathetic.
Bro, you can't be outing me like that. Anyway, we've done our prep, we're fully set up. It's officially time for
Home of the Dopamine Goblins. Oh, I meant Sanctum. My bad.
Let's see if my POB numbers betray me or not. Okay, guard damage is fine, could be better, but with Wither Totems, our damage should really shine on bosses.
Sounds like copium to me.
I thought our damage would be good, but not this good. What the hell?
Oh, I guess it wasn't copium.
Well, time to pray for divines. We got no divines. The luck is good, just not that good.
Skill issue. All this, and we're still poor? I hate it here.
Yeah. The good news is we can farm Sanctum. The bad news is even though our gear is legit bad, our next upgrades are already a minimum of 2 divines. So we go again, but this time we'll buy a cheap relic so we never fail a Sanctum.
Crazy how he just jinxes us like that.
Second Sanctum run and literally nothing happened. No divines, we make our money back, our gems level, but that's it. We go again. Okay, third run, first divine, I'll take it, but it's not 2, but we'll take it.
God damn, I love money.
Are you kidding me? For the record, getting a raw divine drop in Sanctum is actually so unlikely.
Literally has Chris on speed dial. Jesus Christ.
We needed 2 divines, and we got them. I just didn't think we'd get them like that. Unfortunately, just as fast as we got the money, we're gonna lose it. So here's our shopping list. Our worst piece of gear is so painfully obvious. It's the Dread Arc. It has no damage, it has the wrong curse on it, so we're gonna replace it with this god-awful Iron Ring. And as bad as it looks, I promise it's worth it. The Ellie weakness is gonna work with the next upgrade we get, so man, it really do be looking that bad. Just wait for the next upgrade. And we buy a Profane Proxy, the staple for Hexblast. We drop Blasphemy, put on Zealotry, put Frostbite in the ring, and there you go. We're fully online as a Hexblast character. For the Dread Arc replacement, we're just gonna get a normal rare wand. And of course, the most important item, move speed. A lot of it.
Speaking of speed, those flasks are an abomination.
Yeah. Even though I personally hate spending money on flasks, Sanctum's all about move speed. So, gotta do what you gotta do. We'll do our quick Uber Lab run for our last Ascendancy point. This lets us unspec Whispers of Doom, so it does save us some skill points, but it's not the worst, it's not the best, we'll take it.
Still poor, by the way.
Here's the deal, we're broke, but stronger. So I'm thinking we push our limits and we go up in difficulty. The higher the level, the better the chance for divines. Between 73 and 75 is kind of where I feel like we should be, so a 74 should be a good test. Alright, the verdict on our damage is... it's fine. It's not amazing, but at least we can handle 74s.
What the hell is this? It's all garbage.
Call me a dopamine goblin, because I love Sanctum.
Now this is dopamine.
Yo, the back-to-back, okay. Alright, as long as I don't choke this run, we legitimately are gonna get really strong.
Oh god, not like this. Lock it in, you clown.
Wow, I got no excuse. I don't know, I'm bad, but come on, let's be honest, we already knew that. With our newfound wealth, we have a total of 4 divines, and they're all gone already. 1 was spent on a badge of the Brotherhood, literally the most popular Sanctum item I think that's ever existed. The last 3 divines and change were spent on a Void Battery. Where power charge stagging, it's a power charge item, there was no question, right? And with these last 2 upgrades, we are finally, actually, out of the broke boy budget POB.
You're welcome, by the way. Get no thanks around here.
With this level of damage and move speed, we should have no problem doing any Sanctums under level 80. So here's the situation. The next upgrade I want to go for is 23 divines already.
At least let me get a cup of coffee first. This is gonna be a long one. Oh, we're done already? Honestly, that wasn't that bad.
Okay, even I'm sitting here kind of going like, what the hell was that RNG? This account is RNG blessed. I can't even deny it anymore.
Knew it all along.
Alright, as usual, as fast as we got the money, it's time to say goodbye. With our newfound wealth, we're going to buy Relikish boots. Was there really any doubt? Relikish are just so strong, man. They activate so many things. Malachi's Loop ignores the downside, we get more damage. Raven's Secret ignores the downside, we get more damage. Militant Faith ignores the downside, way more spell damage. One item unlocks so much damage for us, and with that damage, we can finally kill Act 10 Kitava.
This is about to be a Freezer versus Krillin moment.
We can also do any tier of Sanctum now, but we also need to kill Kitava. Obviously, we don't need the currency from maps, but it is time for a better ring. As much as this ring did its job, it is such a piece of shit. I hate it so much. Instead of buying one, people overprice them so much. So we're gonna make our own curse ring. Go unlock Harvest, make a trip over to Cassia before I forget. Side note, I bought these oils at 77 and I forgot we couldn't enter maps.
Memory of a damn goldfish.
I'm really not picky and we're kind of being a little cheap right now, so we'll just get a usable base, buy some blue juice, hit it with caster, and I'm really just looking for resistances here. I don't care about HP, don't care about energy shield. it's good enough. I'm not going to be picky. We're dropping the Dojo's tenure, and we're going to get a pair of rare gloves to fill out whatever we're missing. HP, res, whatever we need. Running low on gold, so hopefully these Searing and Exarch rolls are not that painful. Damn. Alright, yeah, we wanted exposure for more damage, and we wanted frenzy for more damage. Why can't it always be this easy? And after all of that, this is where we're at. The damage is good. We 100% can turn our brains off and just run any Sanctum we want. It doesn't matter. With that being said, we are missing some crucial pieces still.
You're about to say we need more money again, aren't you?
Well, somebody's paying attention. Yep, time for our last grind. And there it is, boys. We're done.
My dopamine levels will never be the same.
The final expensive upgrade we were aiming for was a Sandstorm Visage. It gives us 100% critical strike chance. In fact, it even gives us more than we need. So we get to free up some points, and now we get the fat jewel setup. For the larges, you definitely just want chaos damage or anything that's good, but for the mediums, you want exactly these mods. More move speed, more damage, and the mine throwing speed is such a good quality of life. It actually makes the build feel smooth. Now, before I did the last 15 runs, I did grab this jewel after we got a couple divines. This solves our wither stack issue, and we can just drop wither totem completely. Also, for the record, just buy the jewels. Don't be like me. I got bored. I felt like trying my luck. It's almost never worth it. Now we also have the little friend following us around, Animate Guardian.
He doesn't talk much. Really good at poker though.
He's just using generic AG stuff, but all you need to know right now is that he's giving us a huge damage boost. In fact, he tops us off and we finally get well over 60 million damage. It's done, and honestly, it feels pretty good. I've never really finished a 0 to hero. Typically I would start it, get to the middle, and then I would burn out, but it actually does feel good to finally finish one. Now, because we can, and it won't break my Atlas for my next run, let's run a T17 and go fight Uber Lycia. While we're on our way there, I want to mention a few things that I just didn't find a chance to really mention. If you need help on Sanctum mods and kind of, basic relic strats, I do have an older video and I cover those more in depth in that one. This was obviously mostly just about going from 0 to hero. For the record though, this character used no relic strats. I'm too stupid to pay attention for when I put in a relic and I don't, so I just don't do it. Near the end, in the last about 10 runs, I did buy some single room reveal relics, but it was like 2 divines for a full set. Honestly, it didn't even really make a difference. And of course, I want to be honest, I did fail 2 Sanctums. 100% my fault, wasn't the build, no internet issue. I just have a hard time locking in for 4 hours straight of grinding anymore, man. Oh, okay. I forgot that this one had a different phase too.
I need a vacation. Have to do everything around here. The job's done and so am I. I'll catch you later, you bozos.